Hello, Basic Brian here, Brian, and I'm going to talk about a film that came out late last year, Joker, Folie, Deux, the the sequel to this movie, 2019 movie, which I saw in theater once and probably saw this at least once as well. And it's very inspired by this great movie by Scorsese, The King of Comedy. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. But today I'm going to review Joker, Folie à Deux, which means a shared kind of delusion, fantasy with somebody else. Probably kind of a mental illness context as well. But for me, Joker, Folie à Deux is good. It passes. And I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why I think that is the case. I think it's a good movie. Number one is basically that it's rewatchable. I still think there's more to glean, and you kind of ask questions while you're watching the movie. Is this real? Is this a fantasy or is it real? I've watched it twice so far. I just saw it on DVD when I got it recently, when it just came out at the beginning of the year, this year. It came out in theaters last year, December, November. And I also think it's good because it shows but doesn't tell. There's a lot of themes and questions, and there's a lot of movements and kind of physical acting, weird dancing, and some kind of symbols and reoccurring things like smoking cigarettes and exhaling smoke. And it shows a lot of processes and processions, even like a parade or something, and it can be pretty chaotic, but it could also be very escapist. And there's juxtapositions as well to these gritty environments that are interesting, which leads into my next reason why I think it's a good movie. The song choices are straightforward and the lyrics are good, and they're related to the theme of the movie. They're right in some of the lyrics, and it's very easy to follow the lyrics. It's good to watch with subtitles, and the music is to my taste. It's not really pretentious. It kind of reminds me of the simple joys of life, or escapism, drama, theater, performing. And there's like Sinatra songs and Stevie Wonder. It also kind of reminds me of the Bob Dylan cover albums that came out in the late 2010s. I just really love those albums when they came out, and this movie, the song choices really remind me of that, and it just kind of puts me in a different mind space, a simpler time. Even though I'm not really from that era, I just really like the lyrics and the simplicity of it, and it's easy to follow, and their love songs are about the joy of theater and pleasure and that kind of thing, and the dark side as well. And I think I just love the song choices. I love how they're performed as well by the actors. It's the songs, and I love their singing. It's sometimes musicals are kind of annoying to me. So the way Lady Gaga and Joaquin, Harley Quinn, Lee, or Arthur Fleck kind of sing is very kind of understated, and it's very emotional, kind of raw. And I just really dig how they perform their songs, and it's not like a musical number. It's kind of juxtaposed with this grimy environment. I just really like that. And to that as well, the actors are good in a slightly restrained way, and they're intriguing. And it's not explicitly stated what's going on all the time, but you see these consequences of why is this happening? Why are people getting away with this? And while you watch the movie, it becomes more clear, and it's just interesting. And how do they relate to Arthur Fleck, Joaquin, the Joker? And do they agree with him? What part of Arthur do they like? Do they like the Joker, who stood up and at one time, or is it this awkward, mentally ill main character who is an underdog, and is he to be celebrated? Or it's interesting to see how the characters connect. And the last point will be that there's just a good progression to the movie, the story, some foreshadowing. It might be basic, but I enjoyed the ending. It's interesting, and there's surprises and questions, and I just thought it did a really good job. It's a pretty long movie, and it's very entertaining, but it's also a little slow as well. So, and those are some reasons why I thought Joker Folie Deux was a good movie. I'd definitely watch it again. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. Check out Folie Deux, Joker. And the last reason is that is basically a comic book movie that's not a comic book movie. And that's why the first Joker was great, and that's why this one's good as well. It's very dramatic and smaller scale. Thank you. Cheers.